Top of the morning to you, which would have been good had it still been morning. But good afternoon, friends, followers, family members, anything else starting with F. Hope you're all well. We're going to get into the flight deck, and we shall get ourselves started. So we are ready to fly. So I don't know whether people are flying along with me. I'm just trying to find out which stand I'm at. I think I'm at 27. There it is. I'm at number 27. If anybody wants to come park next to me, I think Flight Fan might well be coming, but I don't think he's in a Jet2 holidays. So we've got quite an active airport at the moment. We've got one coming into land by the looks of it, which is good. Can I just get my camera straight? Let's see how he nails the landing. That's right behind the building. I could do drone cam, but I'd be half an hour setting it up. Good landing. Need to get that front wheel down, pal. Need to get that down. Right, let's get in the plane. Here we go. Over to the fly pad. Let's get started. So, Flight Fan is coming along. That's good. I'll look out for you. Are you going to be the Lord of Air then, Flight Fan? You can tell me when we get going. Let's get the services all connected. Let's get some ground power. Let's get some baggage. Let's get some jetway. Let's get some catering. Let's see all that come to life. Look at that jetway. That's having to do some work today. It's coming out. Look at that beautiful manoeuvring. External power reversing in. Baggage, catering. Of course, where is Brian in my fuel truck? Shall we ask him to come? I'm not sure it's worth it, is it, to be honest? Is he around? Can we see him? Of course we can't see him. That jetway's trying its best. Oh, that's all right. That's gotta be in here. Oh, we've got away with that. I think that's all right. Okay, let's crack on. So I am going to be using, or attempting to use, EasyJet. Flight Fan's coming with EasyJet. Stand 33. Very good. Hopefully you'll be on VATSIM as well. I am going to be checking through checklists and things today. I've found a good A320 operating procedures, so that's good. First thing I'm going to do is switch on external power, of course. Batteries and crew oxygen supply. Let's get some lights on. No beacon yet because we've not started. And the emergency exit lights. No smoking sign on as well, of course. And the first thing I'm going to do is run the ATIS. Oh, we've got somebody on the comms there. That's good. I'm going to run the ATIS and just check the weather. So let's just have a look and see what's happening today. So runway in use is 26L. I shall take a note of that. 26L. Surface wind of 12 knots, 290. That's northwest. 12 knots. That's reasonable. That's a reasonable one, isn't it? QNH 1024, and it's information Bravo today. So I shall acknowledge that when I call up to the controller. We've only got one controller on who's in the tower, but that's good enough. Good enough for us. So good. Let's go do sim brief then. I've changed my setup, so you shouldn't be able to see. You shouldn't be able to see loads of browsers and windows popping up, pictures of children, all sorts of stuff. So I've set it up so it should be a bit cleaner display now. Let's go to sim brief and let's get ourselves configured on this flight. And this is a courtesy of Norman Bottomley, who is of course my dad, and he asked me to fly to Vienna. I'm not sure why, Dad. Perhaps you can put that in the chat. Maybe it's a beautiful approach, or maybe it's a really testing, trying one, or maybe we're going to see some mountains or something like that. It'd be very nice indeed. So new flight. You can't see sim brief, can you? Just realised. Bear with me 1 second. Let's try this again. Should be able to see it now. I think I've fixed that. Good stuff. Right. Flight plan. Flight plan. New flight. We are airline and a RyanAir. That's Romeo Yankee Romeo. We have flight number as we always are, 27 Captain B. Oh, bravo. We're going to depart from Gatwick. We're going to arrive into where we're going to arrive into Hello Lima Oscar Whiskey. I hope that's right, otherwise God knows where we're going. We're on the airframe of the A320, of course. Call sign is there, that's all good. 26L arriving at 34, so we'll check that shortly. And look at that, my air rack route is current, and that's because I've now got Navigraph, which I should be showing off. I should be showing that off very soon. So we're going for MIM F1M departure, which I'll check shortly on the charts. Let's have a look at the route. Oh, there we go. It is in there. We are going to Vienna. That's useful. Flying easterly. Oh, look at that. Obviously across into Austria, through Germany, over Frankfurt, and over Belgium as well. Very good. I don't think I've flown any of those places before, so that's great. That's really good to be doing that. So we're going to download the flight plan. I need to generate it first. That'd be a good idea. So let's generate the flight plan. SimBrief, wonderful tool, just been bought by Navigraph a few weeks ago. It will still be free, I'm assured. But I've got Navigraph now, so I'm less nervous about that one. That's good. All the way down, let's download a flight plan for vPilot. Of course, that's the VATSIM client. We're going on VATSIM today. And where else do I need to download it? I don't think I do I? No. Good. We can get out of that. The centre of gravity's popped up on the screen again, which is good. So, my dad says, did the flight and loved landing through the mountains a few years ago. Very good. Very good. So that's why we're doing it today. Right. What do we need to do now? So let's get over to the flypad and just get that typed in. So of course my username, which never saves, by the way. I don't know why that is. Captain B76. If I can type. And let's go to the dashboard. Let's bring that flight in from SimBrief. There we go. We're at 124 hectopascals pressure. Well, the wind has slightly changed, 300 degrees. That's still northwesterly, so that's fine. 6 degrees. I don't think there's any moisture in the air, so I don't think there's any need for anti-ice today. Didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that either. Let's get back in the plane. Thank you very much. First thing I should have done is, of course, switch on the addons. But we'll get the flight programmed in. We'll get the flight programmed in to the flight path. So let's go down to the MCDU, I should say. I have given you a tour of Gatwick before. See if I can see Flight Fan anywhere. Can't see him yet. I have given you a tour of Gatwick. You can check that out on one of my previous videos, so I won't do that now. Let's try and get moving. Do this in record breaking time. We'll do our best. So first thing I want to do is I want to go to the do menu. Actually, I want to just set the brightness and things so you can see things properly. Let's reduce that brightness. Don't need that one. Let's put this one up. Let's go put the brightness up on here and on here. Sorry, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. Let's get rid of that in a minute. Don't want to cough on stream. It's not very nice, is it? I haven't got COVID, don't worry. And then across to these, let's turn these off. Very good. Oh, have I turned that off? What have I done to that? Why is the right display not working? Oh, we've got an issue. We've got an issue with the right display. What's happened? What's happened to that? What have I done? Will that suddenly kick in with the IR alignment? It might do. I'm not sure what's going on there. Good afternoon, Emma. Good to see you on. I've got a screen problem though. I've got a couple of screens out here and I'm not sure why. I don't know whether to plan the flight in, or I might have to use the first officer's screen here. That's not working either. So I switch it on and off. Oh dear, if all fails, switch it all off, which I'm going to do. See if we get this activated again. I'm really not sure what's happened there. Get the suitcases off, everybody off. We're not going, alright? Hope you've had fun. Let's see if this works, guys. The batteries were on, weren't they? Batteries were on. That display's still on though. Let's try again. I don't think that's going to come back on, guys. And I can't fly without that, I'm afraid. Is there a way to spawn out and back in? Is that in developer mode? Let's have a look, bear with me. Right, how do we spawn then? Flight fun. Where are you when I need you? Options. Yeah, it's really not obvious, is it? Aircraft selector, that might be it. No, I'm going to end up breaking this completely. Go back to the menu page. Right, I'll tell you what. We're just going to shut down and restart, basically. Not the PC, obviously. Let's turn that off. So many flights I do without issues, and it saves it every single time for when I'm streaming. Right, out we go. We're going back in. We'll go to a different gate. What gate are you at? What gate are you at, flight fan? Let me know what gate you're at. So, I hope you enjoyed the flight today. It's nice to get a flight plan, wasn't it? So let's go back in. This shouldn't take too long, actually. So, RyanAir go from South Terminal, which is this bit over here. So I'm going to do a different gate this time. Let's go. Let's just go next door to it. Let's get that loaded back in. Then we'll log back into VATSIM. You're at 28. I've just gone into 28. So I might well be on top of flight fans shortly. There'll be a slight delay to this flight, passengers. Flight Fan is spamming the text. Okay, we're getting back in now, so apologies for that one. Let's see if we've now got an operating aircraft. Oh, we don't know yet till we've switched it on, do we? So we need to start everything up again. Flight Fan, have you sat on the keyboard? Right, let's. Oh, we've got my user details in there. That's interesting stuff. Maybe that just resets when you've reset the game, then potentially. Right, up we go up top. Batteries on, and let's now look, see if the plane is working. It is now working. Oh dear. Welcome. Let's get these up. There is no delay clause in the travel insurance, particularly not if you got it from RyanAir. We've had lawyers all over that one. Right, so I think we've got. I just need to make sure because I've got to go through the things we've already done now. Bear with. So, arm the emergency lights, crew supply oxygen. Let's get a light on of some description so people know we're around. Badges are on. Happy days. Right, I've got the flight plan, so that will still be in there. He says, from sim brief, and in we are. Slight delay, never mind. Let's connect back up to VATSIM, which you will be able to see, but I'm looking after that. 1024 on the pressure, so let's do that now. 1024. And I've had someone spawn in on me now. Oh, how do you stop that happening? Is that? I think that's that could be Flight Fan actually. There we go. There's a Flight Fan and his partner. Are you still on gate 28, Flight Fan? Yeah, we are serving alcohol now, even to me at the moment. Yeah, I wish I knew how to stop that happening. Would you mind spot? Are you moving, Flight Fan, or not? Right, I shall move to a different gate. Well, it's been good so far. You've seen me launching once, screen faults, launching to a gate that Flight Funny's already at, and now I'm going to go back in again. Joy. If only I'd known what gate to go in at. That would have been useful. Right, I shall go in. I shall go in at gate 25, I think. Let's go in for that. RyanAir Gatwick, let's go again. Talk amongst yourselves, guys. No, you can't use slew on VATSIM. It would have been quicker. I mean, you're seeing the startup procedure. This initial phase, 2 or 3 times, you can really get it down in terms of what you need to do. We also need to do a fire test. Anyone brought any board games? Flight fan, you better not have moved again. I honestly think that doesn't happen. When you get connected onto VATSIM, when you're on the ground, I think that protects it from happening. Yeah, well, you're not doing it properly, Flight fan. Can't be following checklists. Let's get set up. Right, 25, we're on our own. Great. Over to the fly pad, let's turn that on. I don't know what entertainment would you like? What entertainment can we organise for you? Right, baggage, passengers, fuel, catering. Power on. Adairs aligned, extinguisher lights, oxygen on, and a light on as well. Brightness up. And dim that one down. Put these up. Working this time. Up again. Working this time. Turn these off. Turn these off. Right. Good. Connect to VATSIM. Connected to VATSIM. Let's take a look outside, see what's going on. Catering's getting in there. Ah, they're getting in on the back of the plane at this one. I've never seen that before. That's cool. That's really good. Right, let's start with the computer. So check the weather. It's probably changed by now. Aegis is online. Are we still off 26 left? Yes, we are. That's good. Surface wind is 312 knots wind. Let's just check we've got the flight plan into SimBrief, which we have, which is good. And over to the computer. Right, do menu. And into ATSU, and then into the AOC menu in it, and let's request all the information through, check that's right. So RyanAir 27 Charlie Bravo from Gatwick to Vienna. Estimated time is 1 hour 43 minutes, which is fine. I don't think there's a B page on that one, but there is, but there's nothing for me to input into there. I want to go to weights and balances, into here and into here, and weights and balances. Let's check our block fuel for today in the flight plan, and that is, it's been a little bit slow today. Block fuel is 7280. Are we right? We are right. 7280. Taxi is 200. Trip is 4231. That looks good to me. Move across. Payload 18720. Payload. Where's the payload? 18720. So I'm happy with that. Zero fuel weight. That won't be right. It never is. Zero fuel weight. It's right. Typical. Zero fuel weight. Centre of gravity. What is that? That is 26.9, which I think it usually is, to be fair. 26.9. Yep, we don't need you. You can disappear. 26.9. 180 passengers. Is that accurate on the flight plan? Let me zoom in so you can see that. 118, including you guys. Hi Mike, how are you? I hope you're well. RyanAir do have, well, a subsidiary of RyanAir has Airbuses, but I think it's called Louder Air. But according to Wikipedia, they're flying about 29 of them, I think. And they weren't that specific on, on the subsidiaries or RyanAir flying or whatever. But anyway, we're going now. I'm not restarting again. Can I see passengers on here or not? Can I see passengers? I don't think I can. So unless it's in, no, that's inoperable at the moment, isn't it? So let's not bother with that. We've got 5 minutes till the IRs align. So I'm happy with the payload. We shall load that one in there, which is good. And back out to, let's go to the data page. Let's get a good view on that for you. Data, IRS monitor, all green. Let's check the aircraft status using the current AIRAC cycle, which is 25th of March to 21st of April. That's fine. Good stuff. Good. Let's go to the init page. Let's request our information through. So we're going to go from, again, Gatwick to Vienna. That's right. Cost index of 8. Tropo temp. We'll check that on the flight pad. So that's 34407. 34407. Flight temperature seems low. Cruise is quite low as well, actually. Is that the cruise we're going for? It's minus 36 and a cruise level of 23,000. That seems quite low, but we'll see when we get up there. If we get air traffic control, we'll see if we can change that. It's minus 36. Minus 3. Oh, I need to clear that first. Does help to press the right keys. Minus 36 into there. Don't think we need to bother with ground temp. All good. Over to the init B page. We should be able to just copy these straight in, which we can. And let's have a look at our block fuel. Not allowed. Okay, start planning then. Let's have a look. 5.8, which is not right. So we need to just increase that block. 7.3. We'll round it up. 7.3. And we got a trip wind of, tailwind of 34. That's a hell of a tailwind. That will affect the fuel. Put that in there. Alternate 0.6. That should be 1.2, so that's wrong. That's probably why we're getting the inaccurate calculations. 1.2. I think we're all good there. Okay, good stuff. That's init A and init B. So we'll do. Just want to check that alternate's right. Just not not sure I checked that on the page. Right, where do we get the alternate? There it is, LOWG. Let's just check that. Alternate LOWG. Very good. And where is that? I'm going to check that. LOWG. I don't know my ICALs off by heart, which I should. That is Graz in Germany. Oh, we might well end up going there then. I'm going to do a quick takeoff performance. So we are at Gatwick. I'm going to do this on the, you won't be able to see this, but I'm just doing this using the calculator that I've got, just to make sure we get that one right. Our takeoff weight is 66,805, so I'll get that programmed in. 66,805. Our runway will be 26 Lima, and let's calculate our flex temperature, which is 66. I'll make a note of that. Ah yes, sorry, I did say Germany. It's Graz in Austria, of course it is. My bad there. So we've got a flex temp of 66. Let's do our V-speed calculations then. We're on that page, that's good. So we've got a flaps 1. We've got a 66. And transitional altitude at Gatwick is either 5 or 6,000, but I've forgotten what that is. You should now be able to see Navigraph, brand new to the stream, which is awesome. Now I've got to work out how to use it. Standard instrument departure. In fact, let's get the flight in there. New flight from Simbrief, Gatwick to Austria. There it is. So what am I? Standard instrument departure. What did we say that was going to be today? Min for 1M. There it is. So that is our standard instrument departure. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Position altitude is 6,000. So we should be taking a right. So we've got heading at 257 degrees, 79 degree turn, max of 220 knots to 31.0 DET. And then 250, so we're going to have to watch that 220 knots initially. Won't set the autopilot until well through onto Acorn and then into MIMFO. Right, very good. Right, what did I say? 6,000. Let's get back down into the computer. 6,000 for the transitional. And what's the elevation at Gatwick? I need the elevation at Gatwick. In fact, I need to pin that, don't I? Let's pin that so I don't keep going back and forwards. Sorry, this is a bit clunky, guys. I'm still getting used to this. There we go. Pin that. There we go. Pin it. Elevation. Where is the elevation? 203 feet. Right, close that down. So 1,203. 1203 by 1203. That's gone in there. Okay, good. I think we're ready to check. Just checking the chat. You're muting me, right? Good. Thanks, Flight Fan. Feelings mutual. So we want to be clean at 224 knots. That's fine. So I do need to be careful of that 220 knot constraint. It should appear on the map, on the on the chart as we go through. So that's fine. Let's have a look at the flight plan then. So we are departing from 26 left. We're going to use that one there, I think, MIMF1M departure. Let's just check that. Yeah. Let's insert that into the plan. I'm just going to do a quick check on that plan. Oh, we need to set the. This is the problem when you've done the same thing 3 times. You can't remember which bit you've actually done and which bit you haven't. So let's go back up. 1024. Put the constraints on. Let's just have a look at the plan. Cycle through the plan. Go into plan mode. It's not showing me the knots, is it? I have to obviously relying on the charts there, but that's fine. I'm just checking we've got that. Let's just check we've got that right. Has it stayed pinned? It certainly has. I love Navigraph. I love it already. Fantastic stuff. MIMFO. Right, good. Comfortable, I think. Comfortable with that. Let's keep going. Flight Fan has got his clearance. I'll be asking for mine soon. I need to check the distances. So we have said we're going into. Let's have a look. We're going into operational flight plan. We're going into runway 34. So I want to program that in now. Otherwise, my fuel. We can maybe change this in the flight, but my fuel will not be accurate if I don't get this configured in. I want to check the distances and all that sort of stuff. I don't know what the star is. What's the star for it? Looks like Venin, doesn't it? Venin. Have we got Venin? We've got Venin. Excellent stuff. Alright, let's put that in. Flight plan. Distance 746. What have we got? What have we got? 717. It's close enough, isn't it? That'll do. And we do need to start defueling as well. Let's get the brightness up on that so we can see that. Let's also set the QNH on that. There's 10. 1024. Right, so can I quickly see fuel on here in terms of what we're taking? Fuel on board is 9.5, which is too much. How do I quickly get back to the fuel calculation? There it is. Block of 7.3. Let's just check that's on the plan. 7.3. Right, very good. Okay, over to dispatch, and we need to defuel. Honestly, I've got a memory like an absolute sieve. I really have. What did I just say there? 7280. Right. We're going to go for 7300. 7,300. 7,300 and begin to defuel. Very good. Away we go. We are emptying fuel out. Right, I think we're looking pretty good. So I think we'll go and ask for some clearance now. Check flight controls, I'll do that shortly. Check the distances. Right, if we have got an emergency, just wonder if I can get a VOR in. Run 7.3 to come back just in case. 117.3, let me do that. Oh, you've got to type it in right first. 117. Nope. Yeah, looks like we've got that VOR in. Yeah, there we go, Deptford. Excellent. So we've got a waypoint there just in case I need it. So we have now got ground on, which is good. So that's 121,800. Now tuned in.
Holding point Charlie 15 Tango Juliet and Charlie Papa 63.
As you can hear.
We've gone easy 2004, ready to copy IFR to Geneva Airport.
Right, let's go and talk to the cabin crew. You can now get the passengers on board, thank you very much.
Gatwick ground, good afternoon, clear Geneva, Bogner 1 X-ray departure, scope 7025.
So we're getting the passengers on board now.
Clear to Geneva via the Bogner 1 X-ray departure, squawk 7025, easy 3004. Easy 3004, you're back correct.
Let's go and ask for clearance. Just check the information on the ATIS is still, it's information Charlie. Well, let's go and call in. How have you got flaps, Phil, your flight fan? That's interesting. How have you managed to do that? Good afternoon, ground. This is RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo. I'm at stand 25 and requesting IFR clearance from Gatwick to Vienna. I've got information Charlie in an A320 heavy.
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, Gatwick ground. Good afternoon. I've got no flight plan.
Ah, yes, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Bear with 76 Charlie Bravo. Well, that's a very good start, isn't it? Just testing the control there, you can see that the controller is very, very competent and obviously did that completely on purpose. Shall we try that one again? RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo has now filed flight plan requesting IFR clearance from Gatwick to Vienna.
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo cleared Vienna, Minfo 1 Mike departure, scope 7722.
I'm cleared to the Min41 Mike, departure squawking 7722, RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo.
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, you're back correct.
Well, 5 Papa X-rays on blocks, thanks for service, goodbye.
Okay, so we
5 Papa X-ray,
will,
thank you for flying, take care.
we will get our squawk in. We do need to turn our ATC on as well, so that's 7722. Let's try that again. Oh, there it is.
Requesting taxi to runway 26 left, Air China 1225.
Okay, good stuff.
Air China 1225, taxi Kilo, Papa, hold short of Papa 1.
Right, how are we doing on the fueling?
Kilo, Papa, Papa 1, Air China 1225.
How are we doing on the fueling? I'll tell you what, right.
Right. We got around to Seabird 30 Tango requesting a radio check.
Sir 30 Tango, got ground, good afternoon, Real 85.
Lexus, Speedbird 30 Tango requesting clearance to Tenerife South with your information Delta from board over an A320 and stand 19 QNH 1024.
30 Tango, clear Tenerife South, November 1 X-ray departure, squawk 7022.
Clear to Tenerife South, November 1 X-ray, departure squawk 70.
Right, I tell you what, we're going to instantly load the fuel in. Right, there we go.
30 Tango, read back correct.
Got Brian on supercharge there.
To ground easy 3004, we are ready for push and start.
Let's get the APU started then. So, master switch, 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, fuel pumps on.
4-3, push start approved, face south.
APU is starting up.
Then 3-3, push and start approved, to facing to the south, ED3004.
Beacon on, and all these guys can leave me now. Passengers are all on board. You guys are all on board, all ready.
Speedbird 812 is with you at Romeo.
Fuel truck, you can go away now, pal. Catering's coming back. Did somebody order some more sandwiches? That might be my fault.
Juliet Holshort Papa, Speedbird 812.
Right, let's check the APU. How are we doing?
Hotel 663 Kilo, contact tower 124, that's 1225. 124-225, 4 Papa 663 Kilo, good day.
APU's charging up very nicely.
Channel 1225, continue taxi.
I don't want flaps failure, Emma.
Alpha November.
It's not been known. There's always
Good day, Gatwick Tower, Papa.
There's always a first time. Is my receiver watching this afternoon? APU is now started. So external power can come
Channel
off.
1225, continue taxi Alpha 3 via Papa and Alpha November.
Alright, good stuff.
Continue taxi via
external power we can send away.
November, now channel 105.
Right, I think I'm nearly ready. I am going to, bear with me one second.
0812, give way to the Air China A330, taxi stand 24 via Julia.
Taxi stand 24 via
I'm going to
Julia.
check my checklists. Make sure I've got everything covered. So, before we start pushback clearance, we need that obviously, and we'll set the beacon.
1225, contact tower 124,
Start the timer. Parking brake is on, thrust levers. Parking brake on, thrust levers are idle. Parking brake, thrust levers are idle. Parking brake is on.
How's it going, ground? Jazz 839, stand 134 with Delta QNH 1024, clearance to Shannon.
Somebody's going to Shannon, very windy airport there. I've been down to RyanAir before.
Jazz 839, Gatwick Ground, good afternoon, cleared
Guy behind me was praying.
Departure, squawk 7027.
I think I joined him in the end, to be honest.
Jazz 839 is cleared Shannon, November 1 X-ray departure.
Right, I think we're ready for push and start, guys. I think we are ready.
Jazz 839, read back correct.
We'll get ourselves in the start position. Get the aircraft configured, and we'll turn the beacon on. The beacon's already on. That's okay. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo requesting push and start.
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, stand 27, push start approved, face east, west.
Push and start approved, face west. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo.
ED 1740 request push and start.
EG 1740, hold position, aircraft behind you.
Right, let's call for the old tug. Here he comes. Let's release parking brake, of course. Parking brake is off. Nose wheel storage will be shortly connected. Oh, look at that. The jetway's gone right through the wing there. Might need some repairs. Let's get connected up.
EG 1740, stand 28, push start approved, face west.
Push start approved, face west, ED 1740.
And Emma Adamson is 21 today. Congratulations, Emma, on your 21st birthday.
Okay, ground is 8633.
Enjoy the washing up.
Push and start.
Right, I want to face west.
EG 8633, stand 105,
That's the wrong
push
way.
start approved, face east.
And we're about to take the catering truck out as well. And Brian. Oh, Brian, you're always there when I don't need you. Let's push straight back at this point. This is a little bit clunky, actually. Pushback is still a little bit clunky. I'd like to be starting the engine at this point, but I can't do it because I really have to keep an eye on this guy.
Boeing 738.
Jonathan 2069, Roger, report your stand number.
Somebody's using the text on VATSIM there, I don't know if you can see that or not.
Jonathan 2069, thank you, cleared Dublin, Northern 1 X-ray departure, score 1143.
Right, we are facing west, we're nearly at the other side of Gatwick, but that'll do. Let's get rid of the tug. See you later.
Number 1 X3 departure, runway 26 left, squawk 1143, channel 5.
Gatwick is quite busy today, isn't it?
Jonathan 2069, read back correct.
Engine 1 started.
Get to ground easy 3004, requesting taxi.
And of course we need
3004, hold position.
We need engine bleed for the APU.
Easy
APU bleed on.
Jazz 839, stand 134, push and start.
You see there, we've got the VOR tracker there, which is great, really good. And I need to remember
Jazz 839, hold position,
no more than 220 knots. And I'm going to set that now before I forget. Engine 1 is starting. Well, that's slow on the old wheel there. Come on, go, go. Up we go. 220 knots. Engine 1 is starting up very nicely indeed. We're going to do a double engine taxi because you know what I'm like. Flight directors, which we forgot, need to be on. They're on the checklist, of course. Okay, we're looking good.
Easy 170 is having slight problems with the pushback tug.
Is that flight fun?
73069, stand 28, push start.
I thought he'd be in Vienna by now.
Different west, channel 73069.
Easy 1740, Roger, hold position, report ready for push.
Right, so when you start,
Easy 170 is going to try again.
anti-ice not required, rudders trim set to 0, flaps set, need to be set to flaps 1.
Get ground is 8633, request taxi.
Which they are now. Pitch trim has not been set, so I need to make sure that's
taxi
right.
Kilo Papa, hold shot Papa 1.
It's about 26.9, which, to be honest, it usually is. ECAM status, we shall check that now. That's the last thing we need to do on the checklist. All green.
Easy 170, like to push back.
Engine 2 is still starting.
Easy 1740, Roger, hold position.
And I shall be checking on Navigraph the taxi route. So, again, bear with as I navigate. Open chart list, thank you, very good. Taxi, parking stands, and we were at stand 20. What were we at? What were we at? Stand 20. Oh, I've lost it now in my notes. How have I possibly lost?
1740, stand 28, push start approved, face west.
Stand 28,
there we are, 25.
Approved. I'll
25, I knew that. So we're facing west right now. So we need to get to 26 left. I imagine we're going to be going taxiway N, then Alpha November, and down to Mike 1, I believe. We shall see what gets called out now. We're going to go and ask him. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo is ready for taxi.
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, taxi Kilo Papa, hold short Juliet.
Is it possible for Easy 1740 to flew out of this?
Stand by. Right. 6 Charlie Bravo, taxi Kilo Papa, hold short of Juliet.
Yeah, taxi via Kilo Papa and hold short of Juliet. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo.
Is it possible for Easy 1740 to slow up there?
Easy 1740, where would you like to slew to?
Just behind my gate.
Roger, Easy 1740, approved as requested.
Right, let's work out a taxi route then, because I've got that
Ground
completely
Jazz
wrong.
839, stand 134, push and start.
Jazz 839, stand 134, push and start, approved, face east.
Push and start, approved, face east, Jazz 839.
Right, I'm at Kilo. I can see myself there. Struggling to find Papa. Oh, it's there. I'm going up that way. Interesting.
Easy 8633, continue, Papa, Alpha Sierra, hold Alpha 2. Continue, Papa, Alpha Sierra, hold short Alpha 2, Easy 8633.
Oh, hang on. No. There we are. It's round this way, isn't it? It's all the way around here. Around these two ponds, we'll call them.
Gatwick ground.
Take a left.
I just had to reload the aircraft. Am I still
Is it
clear
possible for Easy 1740 to unslew from where I am now?
They held at Juliet. Flight fan keeps interrupting. I think that's flight fan. You keep interrupting.
Is it possible for Easy 1740 to unslew from where I am now? So I can't go any more precise.
Juliet.
I know I've done rubbish.
Stand by, please.
Okay, right, let's go. All the way around the ponds, around the bottom of the ponds, up to Juliet. Right, good stuff. So, auto brake set to max. Of course, now we should be dinging the cabin. Seatbelt signs are on. Again, I'd already turned these on before, smoky signs. Taxi light is on. Beacon is on, that's fine. Emergency signs are on. We'll set packs off shortly. We still have blue, so we need to, let's arm the spoilers. Spoilers armed, so we've got one last thing to do, but we do need to set packs off as well. And there's flight plan going at the speed of light through the airport. Right, away we go. Let's follow the taxi line. Away we go. Chill, flight fan. Chill, my friend.
8633, contact Tower 124, this 1225.
12425, Easy 8633, bye-bye.
Right, away we go. This is where we... This is where the first turn is completely wrong.
Gatwick ground, speed below 30 Tango.
After all that preparation.
Go ahead.
Am I still clear to generate south because I just had to reload my entire plane? I still have the squawk in the box, if that's okay. Speed below 30 Tango.
30 Tango, yeah, that's fine.
That's a nice little turn there.
Speed below 30 Tango.
Nice little turn. Down under the ponds now. That's one pond. I think this should be the next one. See, taxi is the most stressful
Jazz
part.
839 on Kilo taxi.
It's definitely the next one, isn't it? And then
Jazz 839, taxi Kilo, Papa,
Can I see-
Alpha November, hold short of Alpha 3.
Can I see Juliet taxiway or not?
Kilo Papa Alpha November short Alpha 3, Jazz 839.
I think I'm right. I hope I'm right. Did say hold at Juliet, didn't he? See, we get some follow-on instructions now.
to ground. Easy 3004, can we continue our taxi? Easy 3004, taxi Kilo, hold short of Papa.
Right, I'm going to...
Taxi Kilo, hold short of Papa.
I'm
Easy
going to
3004.
check. I am going to check.
976 Charlie Bravo, continue taxi Mike 1 via Mike.
Continue taxi via Mike 1 via Mike. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo. So now Mike 1. And again, this is where I should have pinned on Navigraph. I should have pinned that. I'll show you where I am. If I press that. No, that's not working, is it? I'm not sure where I am, to be honest now. Oh, I think I know. Mike 1. Straight on. Right, good. We're good. Everything's fine. Don't worry, passengers. There's a lot of these messages coming through. Here we go. Let's check left and right. Good bit of work by any great pilot there. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's get a bit of brake on. Mike 1 is right there, look to the left hand side, which is good, and we will hold at that point, and then we need to get ourselves fully configured. Ready for takeoff. Brakes on. Oh my word. Stop. Thrust to idle. Let's take off config. Let's get our radar system on, our wind shear on. Let's get our TCAS on. Set our ATC to on. Let's lock the cabin door. Probably should have done that about half an hour ago. Take off config.
976 Charlie Bravo, contact Tower 124, that's 225.
Contact Tower 124.225. Thanks for your service, RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo.
Jazz 839, contact Tower 124, that's 225.
124.225, Jazz 839, good day.
225. Over to Tower. Right, now then, before takeoff checklists, where are we? Let's have a look. Brake temps, what are the brake temps at the moment? Brake temps are 15 degrees, that's fine. No need for the brake fan, that's good. Approach path clear, we need all the lights on, don't we? Strobes. Strobe set to on. Landing lights on, you want to be fully lit up when you enter an active runway, of course. Nose light takeoff. APU can now come off. That should have come off before.
How's it going, Tower? Jazz 839 short, Alpha 3.
Make sure we've set
I got a tower.
to
Hello,
normal
by
mode
Alpha
on the
1,
engines.
runway 26 left, so it's wind 310 degrees 14 knots for takeoff.
ECAM
For takeoff 26
is
left via
no
Alpha
blue,
1, Jazz 839.
which is great. No anti-ice are needed. We do need to turn packs off for takeoff, and I think that is the last thing we need to do before takeoff. So let's check the packs. Packs 1 off, packs 2 off. And we shall make a call in. Are both engines running? They are, which is always a bonus, isn't it, on any flight really. Speed is set to 220, and we will need to watch that. Now, what does it need to be? 220. And there we go. We've already got that selected. I should have switched that off, shouldn't I? You couldn't see. Sorry about that. We can go 250 knots by 2.29.0 DET. So 29 DETs there, right? Okay. So by the time we get to 4,000 feet, we are clear to go to 250 knots. Good stuff. Right, flight fan, I shall see you there. Clear the map. Dad, yep, you're right. I know. Sorry about that, everyone. I am still getting used to the new setup. I did promise it would be much less clunky and easy to see, and you know, I've gone back on that promise. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for that. Right, I'm going to ask for. We're going to have to get going now. Let's get going. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo is lined up at Mike 1 and is ready for takeoff.
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, Gatwick Tower, hello, via Mike 1, line up 26 left.
Line up 26 left. Sorry, I should have said hello there. Good afternoon to you. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo.
No worries, good afternoon.
Oh, he's nice, isn't he? He's a friendly guy. Top of the morning. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing that accent, should I? Not very good. Last time I lined up on a runway, believe it or not, at this point I turned the wrong way. And I had to do a 3-point turn pretty much. That was fun. So folks, you can make mistakes.
839, correction, contact London Control 129, decimal 425, bye-bye.
Parking brake set.
425, Jazz 839, good day.
Good day, break, RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, runway 26 left, service wind 310 degrees, 14 knots, cleared takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo. So we got a wind of 310 and about 12 knots, I think he said. Yep, let's not linger around here. So let's get to 50% thrust. Looking good. Let's get the stick down and let's set to flex takeoff. Which we're on now. What we'll do is just be careful of that wind. There is a bit of a wind there, isn't there? 100 knots. Let's wait for our rotate speed and call that out. Straight down the centre line, looking very nice indeed. V-rotate speed is coming up. We are a little bit wobbly. That wind is getting to us there. We're going to have to take off, I think. Up we go. We're struggling. Well, that was a bit of a struggle. That was a bit of a struggle. Welcome to RyanAir, folks. 15 degrees. We are on 15 degrees. That was an interesting takeoff, wasn't it? Can we have sick bags to the back, please? So remember, we do not want to be any more than 220. There's a very tight turn.
Tower Easy 3004 at Alpha 3. We are ready for
climb.
takeoff. Runway 26 left.
Easy 3004, Gatwick Tower, hello, via Alpha 1, runway 26 left, service wind 310 degrees, 14 knots, clear takeoff.
Alpha 1,
start making a turn.
26 left, Easy 3004.
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, contact London Control 129, decimal 425, bye-bye.
Contact London Control 129, decimal 425, bye-bye, RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo. That's a very, very tight turn to start us off there, guys. Just watch that nose there. Now we're going a little bit too high. We need to be getting the speed up a little bit just while we're getting configured. We have got a constraint of 3,200 feet coming, and we're going to be way above that, which is great. And we do need to get some speed. And let's level ourselves up. So I think I said at DET 29 I could not be any more than 220 knots. We're okay. We're in towards our green S speed there. Hopefully you can see that. It's right there. That's our clean speed. That's no flap speed. So we'll be taking the flaps up when we get to that speed. Just want to get that back onto the line there. Get ourselves moving. We're at a good height, so we can bring the nose down a little bit now, which I am doing. Nearly at our clean speed. And we're at it now, so flaps are up. And our green dot speed is approaching. Our green dot is, of course, our optimum climb speed ratio. Now we're making a bit of a right turn now. Still at 220 knots, so within those constraints. And autopilot is now set. Anti-ice has been detected. We've detected some ice. We're just a touch over that speed, so I'm just going to nudge a little bit of brake on there. Right, where is the plane going? Where is the flight going? Oh, I know where it's going.
Good afternoon, Sky 2007 with you, normal.
That's pilot error.
004, contact London Control.
That's pilot error.
129, decimal 425, bye-bye.
I do need to set the frequency.
129, 42, Easy 3004, thanks for the service.
129.
Bye-bye. Break, Skyway 2007, Gatwick Tower, very good afternoon. Runway 26 left, the service wind 310 degrees, 14 knots, clear to land.
Clear land 26 left, Skyway 2007.
This is where you need a co-pilot, guys. A lot going on at this point. We've got a bit of a bank there as well. Nobody panic. We're alright. No problem. This is where you need a co-pilot. Look, I'm all over the place trying to configure the blooming frequency. 129.425. We are in.
Echo backtrack and line up runway 27.
Right, are we still hitting our constraints, guys? We are. Should we have a look out? I'll tell you what I haven't done.
Now, flight level 330.
Gear has not come up. That's bad. That's bad.
Easy 111, turn left heading 290 degrees, cleared, ILS approach runway 26.
Anybody still warn me? Nobody warned me. There's a mistake. So we best not ignore the anti-ice. Packs on. Anti-ice on. All the lights can stay on for now.
Turn left heading
Zoom out, see the
045,
plan.
descend, flight level 70.
Very good. I think we're... I don't know why that's on.
London Control, good afternoon. Easy 3004 at the Bogna 1 X-ray departure at 6,000 feet.
112, turn left heading 045, and descending to flight level 70.
A lot of people talking over each other, unfortunately, there. Right, I think we're configured. Shall we have a look outside? RyanAir there, look. Like it's been through a snowstorm.
RyanAir 76, Charlie Bravo, London. Are you with me, please?
Hello there, yeah. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, I'm with you.
RyanAir 76, Charlie Bravo, thank you. Climb now, flight level 230.
Climb to flight level 230, RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo.
Delta 2, runway 27, right, clear for takeoff, surface wind 310 degrees, 9 knots.
Copy, wind's clear for takeoff.
Did I ignore him? Not sure if I did.
Speedbird 7,
You are supposed to aviate, navigate and communicate, so I was sorting the plane out. So I don't feel bad about that at all. No problem. Let's have a look outside, passengers.
Jazz 839, request further climb.
Nice view there.
Jazz 839, climb flight level
We are still alive, Emma. We're still alive.
Level 260, Jazz 839.
We're on our way to Vienna. Fantastic.
490, stop climb, flight level 130.
I don't think he was bullying me flight for that. Think about how many people they have to speak to. I always blame myself first.
Cleared to Bilbao, Gogsy 2 Foxtrot departure, squawk
coming through the cloud there, so there was broken cloud, which is why the ice is coming on, of course.
1205 requesting for the flight.
Air Channel 1225, I handed you off to Unicom 5 minutes ago, I'm on a Unicom 122.
Yeah, see, he's not impressed. He's not impressed.
Good day, Air Channel 125.
London Control, Easy 3004 with you, Bogna 1 X-ray departure 6,000.
So now, guys, we should be on standard air pressure.
I can hear you to multi-step play of you. Gogsy 2 Foxtrot departure, squawk 5265.
Let's just check our checklist.
468.
After 10,000 feet, seatbelt signs can come off.
Red 468 correct. Break, Alitalia 1530, route direct Hawk, climb flight level 290.
Review the ECAM memo. Landing lights can come off as well, of course.
Direct for Alitalia 1530.
Direct Hawk, like the bird.
Direct Hawk, Alitalia 1530.
Like the bird.
111, no further speed restriction, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225, goodbye.
Contact Gatwick Tower.
Bye-bye.
Easy 111.
Speedbird 112, turn left heading 330 degrees.
Well, we're on our way.
Speedbird 112, turn left heading 330 degrees.
Easy 3004, London, good afternoon. Climb now, flight level 330.
Where's my favourite view?
Climb now, flight level 330, Easy 3004.
Not that one, that's quite nice. Not cloud.
Climb flight level 170, route direct.
There it is. Lovely, look at that. Beautiful.
170.
Across the east of the country.
Route direct Lelna, speedbird 190.
Easy 8633, monitor Unicom 122.
Oh, so you might be able to give us a wave soon, Father.
Oscar Juliet Tango, report your level.
Oscar Juliet Tango, 2400.
Oscar Juliet Tango, Tango identified, cleared to enter controlled airspace on track Detling, climbing flight level 80.
Clear to enter controlled airspace, track Detling, climb maintain flight 80.
Just over the top of Maidstone at the moment. Very good. How's the in-flight entertainment?
November 162 outside my airspace, monitor Unicom 122 at decimal 8, please. Break. Speedbird 468, stand 502, your push and start is approved.
Push and start approved, Speedbird 468.
London Control, citation 3268 Kilo with you, flight level 390, good afternoon.
Citation 3368 Kilo London, good afternoon, squawk 2375.
Squawk 2375, 68 Kilo.
Speedbird 112 descent to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Just checking whether we've got ILS in. I think we have 10810, so let's have a look.
Speedbird 112 descent to 3,000 feet.
Let's have a look at the chart now.
915 descent flight level 70.
So we don't need any of this stuff anymore, but we've got all the flight planning here, all the way through. We can go straight to Vienna Airport here, open the chart list, and we are flying into...
Right, thank you. Climb to altitude 3,000 feet, runway 27, clear for takeoff, surface wind 300 degrees, 13 knots.
Climb altitude 3,000 feet, clear for takeoff, byway 2320.
Delta T, report your level.
6,000 climbing.
Delta T, thank you. Climb now, flight level 140.
Level 140, Delta 2 heavy.
Fire 9015, turn left heading 345.
Sorry about that, just had a minor interruption there. I'm back onto the charts now, just bear with me.
112, turn left heading
right, what runway did we
290 degrees, cleared, ILS approach, runway 26 left.
34, ILS 34.
Speedbird 11.
There it is.
Turning left heading 290 degrees and clear to ILS approach runway 26 left.
This approach, climb straight ahead to D9.8.
Speedbird 490, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
And then turn right to VOR, climb to 5,000 feet and hold.
Thanks,
Right, okay, very good.
Speedbird 490, climb flight level 3.
People talking each other over each other again.
Climb flight level 330, Speedbird
340 degrees for the runway.
839, monitor Unicom 122.8, good day.
Unicom 22, Jazz 839, good day.
So what is the star then? What star are we on for that?
Istanbul, for Papa Yankee, London, good afternoon, and
On the star of Veni
Golf arrival.
2 Ws, let's go back to that.
QNAV 1 Golf arrival, squawk 3013.
Can we find that on here?
Istanbul for Papa Yankee, squawk 3013, and can you repeat the star?
QNAV 1 Golf arrival.
QNAV 1 Golf arrival, Istanbul for Papa Yankee.
Fire 915 descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Control 1457 was flight level 390.
Business 3000 feet, QNH 1024, speed 180 knots.
It's the Venin arrival.
Istanbul for Papa Yankee, we are at top of TSAT.
So we should have WWs all the way down here. 190, 191, 192.
Sorry, 180 Istanbul for Papa Yankee.
Venin 2W, that's our approach, yeah.
Shamrock 1 Echo London, thank you, speed 250 knots or greater.
Just having a look on this. Let's get rid of the chart. Let's get rid of the chart. Off the screen. There it goes.
Alright, London Control, Virgin 57, flight level 390.
Virgin 57, London Control, roger, redirect Hawk.
Straight to Hawk for Virgin 57.
Skyway 230, report your level.
Whoa, look at that.
So we keep crossing here. Speedbird 468.
That's a hell of a turn, look at that.
Alpha,
6,000 and all the way around.
Alpha, hold Alpha 3,
Into 4,000, into 3,000.
Speedbird 770, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff, surface wind 310 degrees, 9 knots.
It's not a bad approach.
Right, clear for takeoff, speedbird 770. Skyways 2320.
Presumably that's to avoid mountains, I don't know. I don't know. We shall see, I guess, when we get there.
Skyways 2320, thank you. Climb now, flight level 130.
Nearly at cruise altitude.
Climb flight level 130, that's Skyway.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look outside.
Climb 9015, turn left heading 290 degrees, cleared, ILS approach, runway 26 left.
105, go ahead, head in, sorry, can you say the head in again?
I don't really care about the heading, just establish on that.
I'm crossing Kent and not Norfolk. I'll just fly the plane.
112, contact character 124.225, goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's a bit quieter, isn't it?
RyanAir
Nice view.
76 Charlie Bravo, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Monitor Unicom 122.8, thanks for your help. Goodbye. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo.
Echo here on flight level 150. Hey firm, I can see that. Maintain 150, please. Delta 2, climb flight level 260.
Flight level 360, Delta 2 heavy.
Speedbird 490, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Unicom 122 to flight speedbird 490, thanks for service.
Right, it's all quiet now, that's good. So what have we got our... See, I can't see because the sun there, look at that. Need to go to below. We are at cruise altitude, so I think I'm fairly happy with that. I think I've had my speed brake on for longer than I should have done. Right, good stuff. Shall we look? Shall we have a look outside? Are we flying across a breeze here? 64 knots. Wow. Let's get rid of the VOR. We don't need that now. 64 knot crosswind at the moment. Bearing in mind you can't take off. I know this is obviously in the air, isn't it? But you can't take off at greater than 35 knots, I believe it is. 64 knots currently pushing us at the moment. We did say we'd have a tailwind. Presumably when we make that turn, well, it is a tailwind to be honest, isn't it, at the moment, because it's going easterly. Yeah, we're going across the country there. Lots of waypoints in here, and then a looping turn. That's a really interesting approach, isn't it? Some really strong turns there, but plenty of time to get ready for a runway that is straight, I believe. Runway 34 is straight up that line. There's another runway that runs parallel across it, essentially, which is an interesting setup as well. Right, so I think now we're at cruise. I think we can get the passengers' seatbelts off. Let's free them up, ding the crew to get going. Cabin crew to cease for takeoff, excellent. Let's turn the landing lights off. Let's turn the taxi off as well. Good stuff. Dark Fizz RL, hello, welcome to the stream. Right, let's just work out the when we need to start descent at. So where we're at, I think we're at Cornan, are we at the moment? Cornan, then onto a waypoint called Cock, K-O-K. Interesting. Got 147 nautical miles. Yeah, quite a big distance between these waypoints actually. So let's just work out. We're at flight level. What flight level do I want to get to? Just bear with me a second. I think on the charts it's 6,000 pretty much all the way, didn't it, until we start to really come down. So we've got a constraint at 6,000. There's a constraint of, yeah, there must be some mountains at some point. Constraint at flight level 115, 11,500 feet. Interesting. So I think we'll need to make that our first descent altitude. But where is that? Where is Masseur then? Let's have a look for that on here. That looks alright, doesn't it? To be at 11,500, I think. No problem with that. There's a big big line here, big arc here to get ready for the essentially approach phase. I think we'll target Masseur then. So 23,000 feet. And that's 11,500. Only 36 nautical miles that takes, so we can stay at this for quite some time. So let's just work that out. Let's get back to this view a minute. 9 nautical miles, so I'm going to allow about 40, 9, 18, 27, 36. I think we'll do it at Dexit. I think we'll start at Dexit. Start coming down at Dexit and we'll be down for 11,500 at Masseur. Then after Masseur, which I'm surely not pronouncing correctly, we need to be at 6,000 at least at Tempter, but I won't start descending that early. Probably about halfway between Tempter and Ballard, I'll start to begin descent to 6,000 feet. I'll start to slow down at some point. Although on the last few flights, that decel has simply not worked. Simply not worked for me. So I've got to watch that one. Otherwise, I'll be flying over Vienna at 250 knots, which I don't want to be doing. All right, good. I think that's a flight planned out. And so we've got if I said Masseur, we've got another hour and 14 then, haven't we? Hour and 14. So I think I'll just take a break, guys. I'll leave you with a nice view, of course, my favourite view. Not that one, that's the Gallop. Oh, making a bit of a right turn now, which is good. Oh, Charlie Greenwood is here. Good afternoon, Charlie. You've been to McDonald's? I don't think I could make it. How is everyone? And hello to Flight Fan. Good lad, Charlie. Good to see you. Flight Fan's having a bit of a moment, I'm afraid. Dark Venom's here as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. So I think I'm going to take a short break out of the cabin. I'll have to monitor Unicom. I'll have to monitor Unicom, so I'll be back in and out. But I think in about an hour's time, maybe. Let's just have a look at the. Let's have a look. Let's go back into the cockpit a minute before I disappear. Just want to check this. Because you don't want to hear me prattling on for an hour, do you? You don't want to hear that for a minute. Let's be honest. So what we got here? Yeah, it's going to be about an hour, isn't it? So what time is it now? It's 2:28 BST, 1:28 Zulu. So I'm going to say 3:30. Let's get a message on. Let's get a message on the screen. Look at all the ice there that's building up. Wow. Okay, very good. So where have we just got? where we just got into, crossing Belgium now, I believe. Let's leave that on so you can see that. And I'll be back. I'll be back very soon. And Charlie, before I go, Charlie's flying from East Midlands to Dubrovnik in X-Plane 10. Very good, Charlie. I was on X-Plane. I've had X-Plane 11 for a while actually. Obviously, I play this now because the scenery is fantastic. When's your birthday, Charlie? You might have to wait until then, pal. But X-Plane is very, very good. It's a very good game, but you can't beat the scenery in this, can you? Let's be honest. Fantastic stuff, really. Right, guys, I shall leave you for now, and I shall be back in approximately 1 hour.
for traffic, Lufthansa 42 Tango, clear to land, runway 25 left.
Frankfurt traffic. Good evening, Lufthansa 1 Juliet Fox. Then gate Alpha 36, running pushback, base to the west.
Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, people. I am back in the cockpit. Oh, you might well have noticed, the observant among you. We've gone up by 6,000 feet. So I went to go get a drink, did a bit of washing, and noticed the flight was about to, well, the actual game was about to crash. But it's because we were hitting heavy turbulence through clouds. So it took us up, and we're allowed to do that. We're obviously on Unicom. So I took the flight level to 29,000 feet, but we got a lovely tailwind behind us of 33, 34 knots at the minute. Hopefully you can see that there, look, 34 knots being pushed along. Greta will be very happy with our fuel consumption, I think, today. Right, I want to do a weather check. We want to do a weather check and see, I don't know why that's saying that, let's just get rid of that. Let's just ignore that. Let's just ignore that really serious warning message, shall we? Weather check, how do we do that? So let's go to AOC menu, weather request. Will Meta do? I think Meta will do, won't it? Just want to check that. Oops, don't know what that does, I've just switched it. Oh dear. Prepare for early descent. Let's check the messages. There we go, company message come through. Are we going to use the printer? Of course we are. Of course we are. Lovely little feature, we love that little feature. There we go. Collect it. Back to it. Right, so that's today's date, isn't it? What date is it today? 7th at 1350 Zulu. So it's a little bit behind, but that'll do. So we've got a 280 knot wind. Sorry, 280 degree wind at 23 knots. It's not really moved from 300, it's moved about 20 degrees. 23 knot wind. Dad, this is your fault. You haven't got me landing into a 23 knot wind. Thank God for ILS. I wonder what category ILS this is, because I might show off the auto land feature. This is where you all call me a bit of a wimp, isn't it? We've got very clear visibility, few clouds at 12,000 feet, broken at 4,000 feet. So as we get through those, that'll be really nice coming through those broken clouds, but that will not affect that won't affect us for landing. A QNH of 1014. So yeah, not bad at all. I want to check the charts because I want to see 280, 23 knots. So I just want to make sure. Has this saved? Has it saved? Let's make sure you can see this on the screen. That's the SID, isn't it? No, I want the. It's not saved, has it? It's got the flight. That's good. I'm loving Navigraph. I really am. Runway 27. No, that's the wrong flight. That's the right flight, Navigraph. Show me the airport. Show me the money. It should be voice. Voice activate, shouldn't it really? Right, what runway did he say? Look at my terrible memory. I really do need to, I don't know what I'm about to say, never mind. Right, so 34. So if we've got a, yeah, we're going to have a, so the wind is coming in. Can you see that? Can you see me moving my mouse? I'm just checking you can see that actually. Yes, you can see my mouse, right, good. So we've got a wind that's coming in about this way. So we will be landing into the wind, which is great. So I think 34 is still very much appropriate. Missed approach is 5,000. So we need to remember to set that on when we're connected to the ILS. We'll set 5,000, and then we head out to 9.8 FMD. Can we tune that in the case of missed approach and stick that onto the VOR? Then let's just check that. We can clear that one there, can't we? Let me just go back to that. So is that a VOR though? It isn't, is it? It's a waypoint. I'm not going to be able to do that then. Maybe set it at 1110.4. That's the VOR there for the whole pattern. That would be alright. In case we need to go into a hold for whatever reason before we come loop back round. But hopefully we'll be traffic controlled at some point. 110.4, let's try that. Okay, so let's put that in there nicely. Let's turn that on. Oops. Yeah, so we've got that in case we need to start going around for whatever reason, somebody on the runway or whatever. Welcome back, Emma. You got told to come back. No, you came on. You came on. No Autoland. Flight fan is not a fan of Autoland. You didn't get told to come on. You've come back on because you're really excited about the next step of this journey, of course. Right, so we're all set, I think. We've got our ALS configured. I'm going to go back to the checklist. Checklist. Descent preparation. Terrain. I think we need terrain on, don't we? Terrain radar. Let's put that on. Maybe not yet. You're not going to get many mountains up here, are you? I would have thought. How tall is Everest? You're nowhere near Everest. That's fine. Okay, shall we talk to the passengers? We've not talked to them through the entire flight. This is RyanAir, of course, isn't it? So we left the seatbelt signs off during that horrific turbulence, which is good. Always looking after our people here. Good afternoon, passengers. This is your captain speaking. I hope you're enjoying this RyanAir delayed flight 3 times over from Gatwick to Vienna. Apologies for a bit of turbulence during the flight. I don't know why I'm saying sorry, it's not my fault. I hope you've had a very pleasant flight. Make sure your seatbelts are tightened very tightly. We've got a 30 knot wind. So it's going to be an interesting experience. I've never landed in that sort of wind before, so I hope you're hope that really calms you down. Thanks a lot. Right, so we're going towards Masseur now. MASUR. Minimum, well, straight level of 11,500. We've passed that one, so I think we want to get down now to. Let's start descending. And I think, bearing in mind the turbulence we've had, I think we will be switching on that seatbelt sign. Oh, clicked it a few times there. Ding the crew to say, here we go, guys, and let's start descending. So according to this, 55 miles to get down to 11,500, and our next constraint, if we look here, our next constraint of 11,500. If I go the right way on the plan, which I am doing now. Well, it was Masseur, wasn't it? So our next constraint is 6,000. I'm trying to work out where I want to be here. At least 4,000 there. I think 6,000 is the next one. But we will be fine. No constraint at Ballard, but we do have a constraint at Whiskey 988, 6,000. So we shall target 6,000, I think. We shall make a Unicom announcement, and I'll target that from Ballard. Let's do it from Ballard, and I'm going to write that down. 6,000 feet. Descend at Ballard. Very good. Yeah, go for it, flight fan. You can come along with us. Don't mind. Just try not to get in my my way. I've left the chart on again, haven't I? Chart is still on. Sorry about that. It's now off. I have now taken it. Have you had a good look at those charts? Good read of those charts. We're making our turn now, and let's hope we're going to get some nice sights to see. Where is our decel point in this plan? Where is our decel point? It's at WW978, so I need to start our decel phase at that point. You can see the turbulence. I'm going to put terrain on now. It doesn't show both. I don't know whether it shows both in the real plane actually at the same time, because that would be quite useful. 42 nautical miles to our VOR if required, so we're really not far away at all now. We've just gone off slightly off the plan there, haven't we? So let's look out the window. Nice view. Wing up in the air, that's what you want to see, isn't it, as a passenger, as we make our right turn. And now levelling off. What have we got underneath the plane? We're just about to hit that cloud, look at that. That's very, very nice. I'm going to make a call, I think, on. I'm going to make sure that I'm still on Unicom, because I've heard absolutely nothing for ages. It's quite weird. I'm going to see also if ATC is online. So we checked our weather. We're still set for our runway. Our ALS is programmed in. The flaps are perfectly fine. Thank you for asking, Emma. Always good. You're the flap checker. We're coming through the cloud now. Let's have a look at the wing on the right hand side. Look at that, guys. At this point, anti-ice should be on, so we should be checking his anti-ice on. It's off. I think we should put anti-ice on because we're coming through cloud cover. Don't need to worry about the lights just yet. We will set those shortly. That should probably be off now, actually. We'll set that to auto. Really coming down into this cover. It's going to be great to start seeing some of Vienna hopefully underneath us. Austria at least. Very, very grey. Let's have a look outside. Look at those beautiful cone trails with rainbow effects. Look at that, brilliant. And we can start to see the ground there, which is nice. Very nice indeed. Descending lovely. We seem to be slightly off the flight plan. The wind has abated slightly at 20 knots. Southeasterly wind by the looks of it at the moment. Actually, that does depend which direction I'm facing. There's a wind behind us anyway. In fact, that isn't right then, is it? Just trying to work it out. It's northwesterly. Coming down into the cloud. Very nice, look at that. Vienna. I don't know if anybody in the chat has been to Vienna before. Or Austria. I keep saying Vienna, we're not in Vienna yet. Obviously, Father has. And this flight is for him. There's that view. Sky's clearing up nicely. Right, what am I doing here? So, that's a great question for any pilot to ask, isn't it? What am I doing here? I'll tell you what I haven't done. I've not configured the not configured for landing in terms of the all the numbers we need. So let's get that sorted out. So QNH, and we'll go to the flight pad for this. QNH in Vienna is 1014. 1014. The temperature is a lovely 4 degrees. What the hell are we coming here for? In fact, I mean, that's probably warmer than the UK, to be fair. It's probably warmer than the UK at the moment. It's not very warm. 280 at 16 knots. That's slightly better than the really windy conditions I was talking about before. 16 knots. Now we need the charts for the transitional altitude. 280 at 16 knots. I'm just checking that's right. Barrow. So we need decision heights as well. We need transitional altitude. So let's go back into. The charts. And have I pinned anything? I don't think I have. It's still in here though, that's good. Open the charts. Runway 34, isn't it? ILS. Transitional altitude, are you going to tell me that? 10,000. Interesting. And we've got a decision height today of 794 feet. There we go. And we don't need to put that goes in the barrow. We don't need to put anything in the field underneath that radio, because that's when you're using auto land and Flight Fan doesn't want me to. So I shall be doing as I'm told. I mean, it's not fun auto land, is it? It's cheating, to be honest. You want to see me sort of crashing it, don't you, really? Somebody please remind me to pin these things. 10,000. 10,794. 10,794. That's our minimums. Right, we're all set. Full landing config. Good stuff. Right. And now we can see. And now we've got terrain. Terrain is on. That's good. Let's look out the right side. We've got a bit of breeze blowing us a little bit there. At least we will be alive. Auto landings for people who can't land. Well, sounds perfect for me. Have you got the throttle quadrant? No, Charlie, I have not. Do you know why? Because it's still not available. So I'm trying to get all of it. I do also want the extra bits that go on the side of the flaps and the speed brake. Really cool. So yeah, not quite got it yet. We're now making our left turn. So I'm relying on the throttle under the joystick on the Airbus. That's what I'm relying on. It works alright, to be honest. It is a little bit fiddly. You've got to be quite slow with it. Look at that view. That is magnificent. I really do like that. It looks like we're under the cloud layers, so anti-ice can come off. Alt and get the views on there. That's good. And Ballad, we're going to hit down to 6,000, aren't we? And flight fans of these Boeing 747. I don't know how you manage with the Boeing. I have flown the 747-8 and I like it. I liked flying it, but it is nothing compared to this. You know, this is a modded aircraft. It's about to be its own unique aircraft through FlyByWire. It flies lovely. It lands pretty well. The 747-8 I do have a soft spot for, don't get me wrong, but I've done some videos on my channel on that, but it's a tough old flight, is that one. It's a heavy aircraft, it takes some handling, but it is enjoyable nonetheless. Right, we're going to go down to 6,000 feet, so I'm going to make an announcement at this point. Everything starts to speed up, including my voice, at this point. I love that 4 VOR hour, that's fantastic. Holding 11,500 at the moment, so we're going to set to 6,000. Make an announcement on Unicom, we shall do that now. And let's talk to Unicom. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo is currently at 11,500 feet at Ballad, descending to 6,000 feet on the approach or inbound to Vienna Airport. That's an announcement on Unicom. A lot of people just rely on the text for that, but I like to speak it. Why not? Why not? Outer TK fuel, oh, cross feeds on the fuel. Got 2.8 on board. Let's have a look. That's interesting. I've seen that on a flight before, a flight into Nice, and I started to panic. Nobody worry. But we've got enough. We're alright. I mean, look, we're fine. Where's the alternate? It's somewhere else in Austria, isn't it? If your profile picked the SimBrief first page image, you're going to have to explain that one, Charlie, in English to me, pal. It sounds really interesting what you've just said, but I can't really understand it, buddy. Have another go at that one. Right, where did I say we needed to activate our approach phase? Somebody tell me. I have written it down. WW978. No, it's not on my family, Charlie. No, not at all. I don't need my family members to put my viewers up. Not at all. There's only about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 family members on. No, it's nice to see them all on and give some encouragement. That's great. So we're making our turn slightly to the right now. Decel needs to be whiskey 978. We are going to make a very big right turn soon. Let's have a look so you can see that I've not left the charts on ever. Let's just check that one again. And we need our landing lights on. We need our landing lights on because we're below 10,000 feet, and we should have also transitioned to non-standard pressure now. Again, I'm not getting the warning, and I should have got that warning below 10,000 feet. But I didn't get it because the aircraft is not giving me it. That should have been flashing at me, but it wasn't. This is where I go back and check QNH, which is 1014. In we go, 1014. Nicely set up now. And we're descending very nicely, guys. Very nice indeed. Now, we all came for the scenery. We're shortly going to make it a right turn. Should we have a look at the right wing instead? Yeah, let's do that. Look at that view. If you were in this plane and you knew I was flying and you saw that, what would your reaction be? Oh dear, lots of screaming, I would have thought. So we're only two waypoints away. I just want to do a shout out. To Eva and Amelia. Eva, who is 8 years old, and I'll also do a shout out to George as well. And obviously a big shout out to Charlie, big shout out to Flight Fan, and my dad as well. Great stuff. It's great to have you with me. There is ground, G&D on, and snow. Look at that for a view. Let's just put that up there. I love it. And behind the plane and then underneath again. Lots of fields in this part of the world. We're coming over a nice lake actually at the on final approach, which is good. We haven't got ATC online at all, have we? We haven't had ATC in Vienna at all. You should be able to see this shortly. Don't know whether you can see VATSIM or not. I'm just checking. There's quite a few flights coming in. I think I'm the first one in. There's one coming in 2 minutes after me. RyanAir, Charlie Bravo. Yeah, there's no controller on here at all. Yeah, I've just seen that's working on the stream, which is good. WD978, so it nearly needs to get configured before landing. Let's do that. Let's do that now. So I want us in the. Have we activated the approach phase? No, of course we haven't. So why is that not doing it by itself? Never mind. We have now activated the approach phase, so the speed will start to drop. We're at 6,000 all the way around here. That's our constraint. Let's check our checklist for landing then. Set QNH. QNH is set. ECAM status has been checked. Cabin crew needs to prepare. Seatbelt sign is on. Managed speed is on. Flight path. Shall we set an auto brake? We'll set an auto brake to low. Landing gear will be down shortly. Ground spoilers need to be down. Set the flaps shortly. Okay. Tell the cabin crew shortly to take their seats. We won't do that just yet. We're just going to make this turn. We have decelerated. We're now at the green dot, which means we can start to introduce some flaps. So that's flaps 1. And a big left turn coming up as we head in for our final approach to Vienna. Our ground is on. That's interesting.
November Alpha inbound Whiskey 964. After deck direct to Whiskey 951 for the final runway 29.
Ground is on. You're right, ground is on, but no one else is on. So ground cannot run tower, so I'm not going to get vectored in. I'm free to do this myself. I don't know whether that should make me happy or afraid, but never mind. I will need to talk to ground when I get on the ground, of course. But I'll make an announcement. How many miles away are we from the airport? Let's go back in here so you can see. It would be good when we actually get the functionality to be able to work this out. 535. I'm thinking 18. Yeah. 30 miles away, aren't we? 30 miles away. So we're going to make our left turn. We've got one set of flaps out at the moment. I don't think we need any more just yet. We can start to drop to 4,000 feet shortly, and hopefully we'll start to pick up the ILS very soon. We can pick up the localizer soon, certainly. You can see that coming into view now. There's a purple diamond, so we can lock that in very shortly. 108.10, I just want to check that, make sure that's right. 108.10, that is right. And the runway is right there, guys, right in front of us. So let's start that descent to 4,000 feet. Just switch that to 3,000 by accident, whoops. Down we come. Flaps 2. Lovely view in front. There's a plane we can see, look, just flying across the runway there. It might well have been the guy just making that call, but I have to be honest, I wasn't listening. Can you see the skill of a pilot? Can you see the two runways there? There's one across, and there's obviously the one we're going to land on here. So we're well sighted. Actually, I think we can lock in that localizer now. Let's lock that in. You can see that locking in on here. LOC. Glide slope, magenta diamond has not yet appeared, but LOC is locked in. Can we lock in autopilot 2? No, forget that. I think we just lock in autopilot 2 when we have the glide slope. We'll make an announcement shortly. Flight plan 24. Ecam page is no blue. Flap set to spoilers at max, or on I should say. Brake is on, auto brake low. Okay, good stuff. Right, final checks, and I want a final check in the Navigraph chart. What distance do we have on the runway? Open charts. Tell me the distance. I'm still getting used to these charts, bear with me. Surely it tells me somewhere. It's at it there, 1900. 2,400 metres. I don't know whether I've got that right, I need to have a look into that actually. Okay, good. How far out are we now? We are above the glide slope, which is great. You don't want to be below it, and when we see that coming in, we shall start to capture it. So WW971 976 971. So we are 368 miles out, 8 nautical miles out. That'll do for me. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo is 8 nautical miles out from runway 34 in Vienna on final approach. Right, I think we should get fully...
Traffic Austin 5 November Alpha turning into final runway 29er.
Okay, it's landing into 29er. Flaps 3. Let's check the gear, bring that down. No beverages. Cabin crew. Cabin crew, what? Take seat belts off, seats for landing, what? I don't... Should we try that one again? Cabin crew, seats for landing. Tell you what, I'll do it. Millions of pounds worth of plane here.
And for the RyanAir, just for your information, runway 29 will be in use.
Roger, I am landing into runway 34. That's runway 34. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo. Let's start to descend down to 3,000 feet. And as we do that, we will start to bring the glide slope.
So again, how many miles are you out right now?
I am approximately 6 nautical miles out from runway 34, RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo.
Yeah, same here. I'm going down to minimum approach speed.
Yeah, very good. I'm about to be fully configured, which I am now. Speed will be around 140, 130 knots. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo. So what is our wind looking like? Crikey. Our wind is 32 knots. I mean, obviously it is at the moment. We're still 3,000 feet up, aren't we? Are you really sure I can't do auto land flight? I'm not going to.
2,500.
Got a call 2,500. Altitude is set. We are looking good. Flaps full. Right, ready just to enjoy, I think. Enjoy the flight. Just watch out for that glide slope coming in. Make sure we're well within the constraints, which we are. We're out of constraint zone now. Watch that magenta diamond as it comes in, because we're going to be following that through on the ILS. I've not done an ILS landing for ages. What stand are you at, flight fan? Can you direct me? I'll park up when I get off the runway, and then I'll try and find you. Let's get the replay going, guys. I'm using FlightRecorder. Really, really brilliant. Free piece of software, works really well. Having said that, it's taking ages to get on my screen. No, it works really well. Start recording. We are now recording. What's the magenta diamond again? Wind is still 30 knots. Crikey Moses. Turn terrain off, we don't need that anymore. You can see that weather. You can see that we're flying through that weather to land. Quick check out of the wings there, just have a look, have a good view. We can do this during the replay as well, of course. I do need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Say your prayers, guys. Here we go. We're nearly touching on that glide slope there. I think it's time to press that button. Approach mode on. And autopilot 2 also set. I can see an aircraft right there. That's really well lit up. Very nice, very good. And when do we take off the autopilot? I'm just praying that the wind is going to reduce significantly. Glide slope is locked in. Localizer is locked in. We're still crabbing. We're still crabbing. Gear down. Flaps fully set. Throttle set to climb V10. That's fine. Alright. Well, nothing can save me now. Well, I can't hear you at all. I said we were about 6 nautical miles away, didn't I, about 5 minutes ago? We are now. We are 6 nautical miles away now. F31 or F33, right. That's going to be a test for me, isn't it? That's going to be a test. F33. Test in Navigraph. F31, F33. Okay, I've written that down. You probably hear the pen clicking. Still on the glide slope. We're still crabbing. 29. Let's have a look outside. Oh no. Oh dear. Welcome to RyanAir, folks. OM, what does that mean? OM is flashing. I'm going to have to check that. Is that operator's manual? Too windy to land. It's stopped now, whatever it was. That's interesting. Not seen that before. That's a good one. 29 knots still. There's no way I'm taking autopilot off too early. Not whilst we're on 2 reds, 2 whites. We're still lovely on a glide slope. Lovely sounds as we come in to land. We're 3.2 nautical miles out.
$1,000.
1,000 is called. We'll soon be at minimum. 2-2 on the Papa. Turn right. Okay. I'm just worried about getting down for now. Get ourselves down. 24 knots. Look at that wind dropping right off there. Still quite high, man, but this is going to be an interesting replay, guys. 23 knots. I mean, it's bringing it in lovely, isn't it? It's bringing it in absolutely lovely. A little bit of stutter there.
500.
Autopilot is off. Just started to lose that glide slope there.
100 above.
Continue.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
200.
We're having to bring it up to the right a little bit. We are getting pushed. Bring that nose down.
100.
Come up to the left a little bit more.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Well, look at that. That was not on centre line. That was a tough forward landing, that. And I'm having to control it with the rudder coming down as well. Woof! But we are down. We are down. So techniques for landing in the wind, I think, is something to study on that one. But we are safely down. Got those lights flashing across. That's a little bit distracting, isn't it? But there we go. Brakes on. Brakes on. Brakes will be heating up massively now. We will pause and stop at this point right here, because I just want to get us configured, and I don't want to blast the ground crew and all that sort of stuff. So let's just put the parking brake on up to the top. Let's get the APU started. We'll leave the land lights on. We'll turn them off because we're off the active runway now, aren't we? Let's get to taxi. Beacon can stay on, that's fine. Passengers, I hope you enjoyed that flight. I hope you're still able to talk to each other without screaming. That's good. What else did we say we wanted to do? We want to get off the radar, I want to get off the wind shear. We can go to standby on the TCAS as well. That's fine. Right, where are we then? So let's have a look at the let's stop recording. We'll play that back in a minute. I do need to look at Navigraph now, because I need to find Flight Fan, who said he was on 31 or 33. Really, I need to tune it to ground as well on 121600 before I make any moves at all. I will get told off if I don't talk to him. So, where are we? Taxi. Lots of airport briefings. Of course, I've read all of that. Of course, I have. Airport. We're right there. Really? Yeah, we are there. Ah, we are there. That's very useful. Where's parking stand then? Parking stand, what did we say? F33. So the F33 is there. At Pier North. Which I think... Pier North. It's Pier North. So I'll go down here and up over there, I think. Let's just see what traffic's got to say. 121600. Let's go see my buddy Flight Fan. Good afternoon, ground. This is RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo requesting taxi to stand, please, preferably near stand 33.
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo. Do you confirm you want stand Charlie 33?
I could really do with Foxtrot and any around 3133, please, if that's all right. RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo.
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, taxi to gate Foxtrot 37 via Delta Lima and taxi lane 37.
So taxi via Delta Lima to Foxtrot 37. What was the taxi lane, sorry? 76 Charlie Bravo.
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, Delta Lima and taxi lane 37. It is a taxi lane connecting the taxi lane 36 with Lima.
That makes sense, thank you. 76 Charlie Bravo. Right, so we need to go Delta. I've left the chart on again, haven't I? We need to go Delta. Delta, which is I'm facing that way, so I want to be going right up there. Lima. Wow, this is great. 33. Maybe Flight Fan, you can get out and come over and see me. Delta Lima. Oh, Lima's there at the bottom. So it's the first Lima then. It's the first Lima. Let's pin that. It's the first time I get to Lima, it's on the left. So I want to be going up there and over there, I believe. Let's just try that one more time. Yeah, I've got it. He says, let's go. Let's check for traffic. None there. None there. Let's make our move. This is quite confusing, I have to say. That's Navigraph, Charlie. I've just upgraded. I've just subscribed, and it's excellent. I have to say, really good. I mean, I did try and struggle on with ChartFox, just to prove you could do it through free of charge, but I was losing routes, and it was becoming really confusing. Even out of Heathrow, I had to get rerouted and stuff. So I went on to Navigraph, and obviously my air cycle is now all up to date, which is good. So we don't want to take the bottom one. Just be careful on the old throttle there. We've nudged that right down again. You've just got to be very, very careful not to go too fast when taxiing. I can see some heavies. I can see some heavies. Welcome to Vienna, folks. Welcome. Great to have you with me during the flight. Been awesome to see you all. I hope you come back for the next one. I have signed up to Virtual Airline, and I'll be doing some flights in a Cessna Caravan at some point. Right, can I do but two things at once? It's probably something about not doing this, but I really do want to see where I am. Definitely on Lima.
Yes, 627, intersection departure Alpha 6 available.
Right. Asterix 27, intersection of your discretion, there's no further ATC, monitor Unicom 122.8, have a nice flight, danke, ciao.
Alpha 6 on discretion, Unicom 128, vielen Dank, Louis Desalte, Asterix 27.
Right, where is stand 37 then? There's no numbers, so I'm just going to have to stop here a minute and check my directions. Again, this is where a co-pilot will be incredibly useful.
Wind weather, Air France 982, request taxi, holding board on 29.
Hope I'm not blocking anybody. Right, open the chart.
The last station calling, can I have your call sign, please?
Air France 9882.
982, taxi to holding point runway 29 via Mike.
Open the chart, there we go.
Holding point runway 29 via Mike, Air France 982.
Taxi. Parking stands. Will you show me where I am?
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, if you're searching taxi lane 37, it's the next taxi lane on your right.
Oh dear. Yes, I am searching. How did he guess? Is the stand on the right just now?
RyanAir 76 Charlie Bravo, negative. It is a gate, and there is a taxi lane that is connecting you to the gate taxi lane.
If you want some help with that, it's the stand next to 74.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost here. Well, I am going to have to look.
Wind count Austrian 96 Alpha, request radio check.
Austrian 96 Alpha, radio 5.
So at North Tower.
Austrian 96 Alpha, thank you for the service.
Oh, I'll tell you what, taxiing, absolute nightmare. Now I've lost my flight plan, I think. Hang on, no, there we are. He's gonna talk to me in a minute. He really is. Well, I'm going to learn. I've never been here before. Foxtrot 37.
Austrian 96 Alpha, did you say something? Your voice was cut.
It's round the back here somewhere.
Austrian 96 Alpha, just requesting radio check. I can hear you loud and clear.
Austrian 96 Alpha, okay, thank you, radio 52.
I've got no idea. I really have got no idea. Pier North. 37's there. It's in the Pier North. I've gone past it. Oh no. I'll just take a big right turn here, guys.
Austrian 455 Delta Fox 27 request push and start.
It's there, isn't it?
455 Delta push and start is approved, orange line. Push and start approved, orange line. We have pre-planned blue line if that's okay. Austrian 455 Delta. Austrian 455 Delta, okay, that's no problem. Push and start approved, blue line.
There they go. They're all waiting for me. They're all waiting for me.
Lufthansa 1740 request push and start.
Lufthansa 1740 push and start is approved, facing east, and wait for traffic to standard gate just if it is encountering him.
Wow, this is really, really confusing.
Push start approved, wait for traffic on stand. On gate.
I'll tell you what, that'll do. That's going to have to do.
Lufthansa 1740 confirm push facing east.
Yep, and facing east, 1740. Lufthansa 1740.
Let's see if the jetway will connect. Put the brake on. Let's see what happens. Oh, miles away.
Air France 982, there's no further ATC available. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a nice flight. Bye.
This is where you disconnect. That's where you disconnect. Right. Absolute masterclass there in taxiing and finding your parking stand. Obviously, the first time I've been at this airport, so please forgive me. But that is something definitely to practice. That was quite hard, even with the map, even with the charts. Right, engines are off. Logbooks coming out. Logbooks are coming out. So we're going to do a replay now, and I shall bid you a great rest of the afternoon. Let's have a look at a replay. We were way off. We were way off the line, weren't we? I am disconnected from VATSIM. I'm just checking. So here comes the replay. Now, last time I did this, it crashed the sim, which is not done this time, which is great. And let's have a look. Let's have a look out. Wow, that was really stressful taxiing. You can imagine, can't you, how a real pilot feels. Goes to a brand new airport, so many parking gates. I mean, that's quite a small airport, to be fair. But obviously the Navigraph doesn't work on the actual parking stands, but it does work on the runway, on the taxiways. I kind of worked out where I was, but when I had a look, I couldn't really find a free taxiway to be a free gate to park at, and the controller was getting a little bit agitated, wasn't he? But never mind. We take that with a pinch of salt these days. Right wing. Lovely stuff. So I hope you've enjoyed the flight. I'm just checking the chart. Why don't you refer to 747? I don't know if I could see it, Flight Fan, actually, because of the modelling, match modelling or whatever. So we'll have to do a flight together and make sure I know which one you are. So the flight was for Norman Bottomley. I hope he's enjoyed it. I think I'm probably ready to take requests, but I think I've got one lined up for you, Charlie. 10 o'clock Sunday, I think. Jet 2 from Edinburgh to Paphos. That's a long one. I shall think we'll do that. I will be flying with my virtual airline at some point this week. I'll go onto the stream. I won't schedule it, but I will stream it. For those that don't know, I've joined Fly UK virtual airline, and I need to get my hours up and start flying around, so I'm looking forward to doing that as well. That should be great. So I was obviously off the just getting my views configured here. Is it that one? That's the one there. You can see how we're crabbing into the wind here, and I was off the centre line, but the touchdown was quite good. Did anybody see the landing rate? Well, I guess I'll see that. I'll see that now or on the replay. Let's go back to the passenger view. Back out again. Does this look familiar to you, Norman? Or Dad, I should say. Well, I'm calling you Norman. That's a bit weird. Well, I don't know why you can't believe I took your request, Charlie. I'm very happy to do the flight. I mean, I've flown into Paphos very recently. I absolutely love that holiday. Obviously missing it now, but that was a fantastic flight as well. But from Edinburgh, I've not done before. I know that Edinburgh is a VATSIM controller airport, isn't it? So I expect that should be quite busy. Look at the state of this. Look at the angle we're coming in at here. That is probably the windiest landing I've had. Like I said, I wasn't on the centre line. I didn't really expect to be. I just wanted to get it down at that point. Let's see what sort of landing we got from it. So yeah, Charlie, we'll dedicate that flight to you. Like I said, I will be streaming it at some point, maybe tomorrow, to get my hours up on the virtual airline. But yeah, it's been a really good flight. I've really enjoyed it. I've learned a little bit more again today, you know, and I've learned really, you know, before you do take a flight takeoff, really study the airport you're arriving at. Yeah, learn from me. Study the airport you're arriving at. Try and predict where you're going to land, where you're going to get off the runway. The parking stands, because I could request a parking stand. So yeah, and I hope you've got a bit more of a slightly more friendly. The controllers usually are very, very friendly, but he was a little bit uppity, but that's all right. That's his prerogative. We brought it around here. I don't know if you can see the ailerons moving. You can see them moving on the left wing. Where are we in terms of the? We probably should be touched down. You can see it now. It's just coming in now. We should be touching down now. Those big white blocks there. We are way off the line. But how soft is the landing? Really took the lights out, haven't we? Oof, crikey. And then we had a bit. Oh dear, passengers screaming. But you know, you pay your money. You makes your choice, RyanAir passengers. That's the way it is, I'm afraid. And then we can see Vienna Airport coming into view, lovely off the left wing, bit of bouncing around. So it'll be my favourite airline next time. It will be Jet2. I want to say bye-bye to everyone that's joined. It's been great to see you again. And I'm going to end the stream there, and I'll see you for a flight very, very soon. Goodbye, everyone.